Innovation by design transform ideas into impactful realities. Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely professional university. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is innovation by design. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Mr. Kamalpreet Sandhu, Assistant Professor, Head of Labs, Lovely School of Architecture and Design, Lovely Professional University. Mr. Kamalpreet also serves as a research scholar at Indian Institute of Technology, Roper, with the educational background in CAD, CAM, and administrations. He brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table. His work is published in numerous prestigious journals. So I would like to introduce the alumni also in this webinar, Ms. Milam Shah, Lovely School of Architecture and Design, Lovely Professional University. Ms. Milam is a versatile visual communication designer with over 5 years of experience in branding, digital media, and web design, with a background that includes driving marketing campaigns at Go Garnet International and increasing cultural engagement at Kent State University. So I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Mr. Rishabh Sharma, Officer and Area Coordinator at the Department of Tie-ups, Division of Admissions. Mr. Sharma plays a pivotal role in connecting the university with the various institutions and organizations. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone, for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the things to Mr. Kamalpreet and Ms. Milam Shah, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you both. Mr. Kamalpreet and Ms. Milam, kindly unmute yourself.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, good morning to all. Thank you for participating in this particular webinar, that is Innovation by Design. Today we are going to discuss about how design is impacting the society. So what exactly the role of design in this 21st century? So before going ahead, I would like to invite Milam Shah to share their particular experience in the design. So I request Milam to please proceed for same.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Milam. And when Kamalpreet sir invited me to, share something that I learned during all these years, during my undergrad, my grad, and working, I thought that branding is a topic that is very important for all of us, for something that you are working in, and also for yourself. So can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah. So what is branding? Branding is a process of creating a unique identity for a product or company, or even for yourself, with elements like messaging and overall experience. What is the importance of branding, you would ask me? So, how branding is important is that in a market where you are there and there are a lot of competitors, but how would you be unique than them? That's how it's you get it by fostering customer loyalty or building recognition. Components of branding. So how do you make your brand unique and different from other brands in the market? First, you can do that by logo design. Second, by color palette. Third, by typography, imagery, or tagline. They all can be different and they can all make you stand out from your competitors. There are two aspects of branding. One is brand identity and the other one is brand image. How are they different is brand identity is what you want the customer to think about you, and brand image is how the customer think about you. So I have examples of some brand identity and brand image so that you can understand how they're different. Brand identity of Apple. brand identity, like I said, is something that Apple wants his customers to look at it as. So brand identity of Apple is innovative, premium quality, user-friendly, cutting-edge technology. But at the same time, the brand image of Apple is high quality, innovative products, and often seems as expensive and sometimes elitist. Can you get to the next slide? Yes. And then Tesla. So Tesla's brand identity that Tesla wants its customer to look it as is eco-friendly, and innovative, high performance electric car. But what we see Tesla is high cost brand or innovation sustainability, but occasionally quality control issues. McDonald's. We go to McDonald's all the time, but what is McDonald's identity and image? McDonald's identity is often seen as family friendly, affordable, and quality fast food. But people also see it as unhealthy food and also often very affordable. Another aspect of branding is the branding process. So how does branding, if you decide you want to do branding of any product or even for yourself, how do you start? Where do you start? So you start with the research. First, you understand the market, the audience, the competition. Then you develop a strategy. What makes your brand different? What is its purpose? What is the values and the positioning? Then you design. You take designs in like visual aspect or taglines or something else. Then implementation. Obviously, when you get all these things, you have to implement it. And then evaluation. In designing, evaluation is very important because once you have everything, you need to go back, evaluate. And if there's something missing, then you go again to research. So it's a never ending cycle. There are three types of consistency in a brand. One is visual consistency, second is messaging, and third is customer experience. So an example of visual consistency is Nike. Have you seen the Nike logo? It's so simple and so easy. It's just a tick. That's called a swoosh. And you can, anywhere if you see a tick, you will be like, oh, is it Nike brand? So that's a visual consistency. And you can even use colors, different colors, but Nike always use a specific type of colors, or the typography is always bold and clean fonts. Image consistency. Image consistency is very important, and you can see it in a lot of brands these days. Like some brands are very, they're known as being feminist or supporting certain issues. So one of the examples is Dove. Its core message is real beauty and self-confidence, and it promotes that all around its campaigns and all the ads. And then taglines like real beauty and you are more beautiful than you think are what it's used. Please. Customer experience is also very important because if you create a brand and then it's all working and it's really good and people are supporting you, but your customer service and customer experience is not that good, then people won't come back and you will lose your customers. So Starbucks is a very good example of that. For example, they have some in-store experience in which they have this layout, which is which is used in Starbucks all around the world. It's the same, and the ambience as well. Then their digital experience. Their digital experience is number one of the most used experience in the world with the Starbucks app and website. It's very smooth running process. So that's why people like using their apps and they get more rewards. Then what are the trends in branding? So I have mentioned 4 trends, which are, there are a lot of trends, but then these 4 trends are what is going on right now. For example, sustainability. So what is sustainability? It's eco-friendly branding practices. Another example of sustainability is Patagonia. Patagonia is a very big brand in mountaineering or outdoor wears and outdoor stuff. They're different than other brands in their field because they advocate for environmental issues and product life cycle. Their product life cycle is what gets its customer back. If you If you, for example, if you own a Patagonia coat and it gets torn somewhere, you can get it back to the store and they'll replace it for you. Then digital transformation. Another example of digital transformation is Sephora. Their virtual app is really good and really easy to use. Next, please. Minimalism. Minimalism is one of the things that all the brands are going towards. Like Google, Microsoft, all these brands had different logos few years back, but with coming days, they are getting into minimalism, like clean and sleek design for their logos, for typography, for everything. Personalization. Personalization is another important thing which helps customer build a relationship with the brand. For example, Netflix. We all watch Netflix, and you know how if we are watching a certain type of genre, for example, you are watching horror movies a lot. So then it starts giving you suggestions to watch another movie in that genre. Measuring brand success. So after doing all these things, how would you measure your success, that you know your branding is working or not? Brand awareness is the first metric. If you need to see if people are aware of your design, if they're aware of your brand. It doesn't matter if your brand is, you know, you worked really hard on it and it's really good, the logo design is very good, the typography is superb, but awareness, if there's no awareness, there's no use of it. Brand equity. All your value to the brand is about your product. Market share. You need to see what your brand's share is overall in the whole market with your customers. Fourth, customer loyalty. Like we talked about, that you know how customer come back and they buy your product again and again because you satisfy them. Then I have two case studies I would like to share that I made on. We can see Apple's first.
Is it visible?
No. I think it will open in another screen.
Okay. Now is it?
Yes. Okay, so I made two case studies in which you can see how these big brands work their way up through storytelling. First is Apple. Apple is as close to a cult as you can get. You know how Apple customers are so loyal, even if they don't like something about their iPhones or iMacs, they always go with Apple. So people love Apple, they argue for Apple, they hate their competitors. They live and die by Apple. But why are people so passionate about Apple? Because Steve Jobs created a cult. A cult means that you follow somebody blindly. And he did it through four storytelling principles that you can use in branding. First, have an enemy. So if you know people get together more than what they're similar in, then what if they hate something together? So nothing brings people together like enemy does. Three reasons why this work. First, bring their audience together against a common enemy. Second, foster a sense of group belonging. And third, create a strong group identity. Second point that they used was talk to the reader or talk to the customer. They always had these stories in which they wanted to get the customer. You know how Apple created an audience where they referred people who use us are very creative people. Three reasons why this work. First, create a personal connection with the audience. Second, engage target demographic effectively. And third, makes them feel like they are a part of Apple. Three, frame a narrative. There should be a narrative or a story about your brand or your product. Like Apple framed their products as stylish rather than nerdy. They made computers cool for the first time ever. Before that, computers were seen as for use of people who are nerdy or who are just in school and are tech geniuses. Third, why these reasons would work. Make people proud to use Apple products, makes a very unpopular group feel cool, and gave attention to those geeks who usually didn't get any. Fourth principle, very important, use conflict. Ads like Apple subtly pushing people to break norms and use conflicts like black tie optional. It made people think out of the box and feel out of the box, not in a box. And the reason that it worked was it encouraged people to challenge the status quo, inspire passionate and loyal following, and start getting people arguing against corporate brands. Fifth principle, the relatable hero. Apple subtly made computers useful like the heroes of America. It made you feel special. Even right now, if you have an Apple and there are other Android phones which are better than Apple, but you'll still feel special because it is a community that it created. And how it helped was elevate, Apple made customers into heroic figures. It made Apple inspiring, and readers feel proud to use Apple products, like I said. And that's it.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you
Milam.
so much.
Thank you, Milam, for your wonderful presentation. So, indeed, so this is a very interesting topic, which one I am going to highlight here. That is innovation by design. Okay, so one thing come to your mind, what exactly innovation is. Okay, whenever we are going to any industry, whenever we are going to any market, something come to our mind, what exactly innovation is, why company are doing innovation, what is the need of innovation, why people are changing the product day by day, why companies are launching different product in every week or every year they're changing. So basically, design innovation involve the creation and application of novel idea, processes, and solution within the realism of the design to address challenges, improve functionality, and enhance user experience. Okay, basic theme is that we are a human being. We are using the product in a daily life, but obviously while using a product in daily life we feel some bore with the existing products. So we give the feedback to the company, we use this particular product, but right now the experience is not better, we need some innovation, we need some new thing into the market which will help to us, okay, even which will improve our experience also. That's why the company are focusing on to make innovation into the existing product. I wanted to show you one interesting product here in the left side of my screen. If you see this razor is established in 19th century. So you see the innovation is happening. Every year or every century, the innovation is happen. The razor design has been changed due to the market demand, due to the user's need. Accordingly, the design of this particular razor has been changed. If you look into my PPT, so another thing, when design come to your mind, what exactly design is? Design is something which can solve the problem of society. In simple words, we can say design is something which can solve the problem of society. So I would say design is combination of users, business, and engineering. Because something like if you make some product, it's obvious you have to sell this particular product into the market. So you need something of business aspects also, how I can sell this particular product into the market, what kind of strategies I used, why company are approaches to me to get my product. So there is a something need to be learn about the business also. Engineering, why I am mentioning engineering here? Without functionality, nothing is possible, because functionality of the product is one of the major things. If your product is not function properly, obviously the user will not like your product. Okay, because your experience of your product is not as per the requirement of the user. So if you look into the logo, which one I mentioned here, creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Basically, I am leading these research groups. So basically, what exactly this logo is appealing? So firstly, the creativity. Creativity is something we are thinking to do something. We are thinking something. Either we are thinking to make a product, either we are thinking to make a some process, either we are thinking to make a some methods, either we are thinking to make a services. Creativity is something, if we are thinking to do something which can novel, then innovation is come. If we are thinking, then your innovation is come into the picture, which can solve the problem. If you are doing an innovation, then your entrepreneurship come into the picture. So I am leading this one. Firstly, the people have ability to be a creative, then innovation is come into the picture, then people are able to do a entrepreneurship. So innovation having a different type. How many there are different companies are using different kind of innovation. Is there a radical innovation? Is there product innovation? Is there competence? Is there architectural? Is here incremental? Is here process innovation? Is here component innovation? Is here? It is depend upon what exactly requirement of the user. Accordingly, the company are following this particular type of innovation. So next thing, that this slide is very crucial for the young design leaders. So why need of young design professionals? This is a question come to the every students. Why I am taking the design course? Why I am going to do a product design? Why I am going to do the user experience design? Why I am going to select a interior design? So this is a question come to your mind. I wanted to highlight this particular point is why the design professional is required in this particular 20th century. So in 2014, government launched a three different programs: Startup India, Stand Up India, and Make in India. What exactly aim of these particular missions? The mission is that in India, India is a manufacturing hub, but in India there is a lack of designers. We are thinking to develop our country in terms of designer. We are seeking some designers who can develop their own product, design their own products, and launch into the market. That is the ultimate aim of this particular mission, that is Startup India, Stand Up India, Make in India. So another thing is that why design is required in this century. I am going to highlight this research paper is here, that is ergonomic issue in India. So if you look into this particular slide, there are a lot of challenges is already here in India. So lot of death is here due to the poor design related to the ergonomics. That is, you can also say that the human factors, that is building related issues here, fire related issues here, glass cylinder issues is here. And another, you can see the different industry where this kind of issues is here: factory, residential, commercial. So this is only due to the poor design we are proposing to the market. Then this kind of human factors problem occurs in our country. So this is the major reason we require designers which can solve this particular problems. So this is one of the very important quote mentioned by the Frank. People ignore design that ignore people. Basically, we are trying to ignore the design. But ultimately, if we are ignoring the design, ultimately at the end of people are going to ignore your product also. We are not able to sell your product into the market. So obviously we have to focus on the design. Don't ignore the design. Whatever do right now you are sitting on the chair, whatever you are interacting with your room, everything is design. We can't ignore the design. So please be focused. Don't ignore the design. Whatever happening in our daily life, it is totally based upon the design law. If our design is good, we are experience it good with the real life products. So I wanted to highlight this interesting slide here: impact of lifestyle on health. Why need of design? You can see in this 20th centuries, life of human being is very fast. So there are, due to that, there are a lot of issues is here. That is cardiovascular diseases here, cancer is here, respiratory disease is here, diabetics is here, overweight is here, mental health is here. So mental health is the one of the crucial what do you say crucial stage in the globally. So everyone after a post COVID, people are sick in terms of the mental. So lot of initiative has been happen also. People are trying to start their own startup is here, how to improve the mental health of the people. They are making different kind of the user interfaces, even the products also, how we can improve the mental health of the people. So I am going to highlight two initiatives by the people is here, that is Health Kick, that is providing the services how we can improve the mental health of the people without losing the weight and diet of the people. Need is also here, that is another startup in India which is providing this kind of the services. So I wanted to highlight very crucial data here. We are right now in 2024. There is a one publication is one is source is that is Indian Diabetic Federation. They predict that in 2030, 100 million of people may be suffer from the diabetic in the upcoming year in India only. So there is a need of new kind of medical devices, new kind of the healthcare products related to the diabetic, how we can improve the health of the people if people are going to suffer from the diabetic in the upcoming years. Another thing, 40.76% people wanted to live in the urban area. That is a very crucial stage for our India. So nobody wanted to live in the urban area. Everyone wanted to go to everyone wanted to, no one wanted to live in the rural area. Everyone wanted to go to the urban area. That is a very crucial. If people are relocating yourself in the urban area, obviously pollution and other healthcare challenges and the design related challenges and come into the pictures. That's why we need some design leaders to solve this particular problem. Another thing I wanted to highlight is 10.3 million deaths due to the injuries in case of the soldier. That is due to the poor design of the footwear, poor design of the product related to the soldiers. This is the again challenge in our India. If we think about how we can improve the life of the soldier while developing a new kind of the products, it should be a good area of working, and the upcoming leaders may get good opportunity in the field of the developing of the products in the defense, in the field of defense. So how we are trying to do this all kind of the activities in our studio, in our LPU. So how the exponential learning is happening in the design education. So basically we are trying to get some problems, real life problem from the industry. So the students are working in the labs, they are designing, they are making, they are analyzing, they are redesigning, they are testing their prototype and follow this iterative journey during the design studio. So we have a different manufacturing facilities here. We have a 3D printer, we have a laser cutters, we have a tinkering lab where people can tinker with the different sensor, different technologies to build the products at all. So how the students are actually working in, they contribute to the real life problem, they engage with the real life problem, they integrate their another knowledge which one they are getting in the another subject, maybe engineering subject, maybe another design subjects. They encourage the another peoples also to part in the design activities. They leverage their strength in the design activities. So this is the way they the students are making a products in the design studio. They contribute, they engaging with the real life problem, they encourage another peoples to part in and they integrate another aspect also in terms of the interdisciplinary, in terms of the multidisciplinary, and they leverage their another kind of skills. Maybe a simulated student is leverage their skills, provide through 3D design experience, everything they are learning in the design studio. This is the design learning experience students are getting here. So communication is the one of the important 21st century skill is here. After the course is end, every student communicate their idea to the jury members. They present their pitches, they present their presentation to the jury member, what exactly they developed during a 6 semester, during a 1 semester, during a 6 month at all. So communication is the one of the important factors here. So apart from the classroom learning, the student have opportunity to interact with the international experts also, in even the Indian experts also during the international conferences. So we are organizing the international conferences also on the in the field of product design, interior design, and user experience design, where the experts from the abroad and the national come to the LPU and share their vision, share their ideas, share their research into to the students. Even the student is also presenting their product idea, either it is a furniture idea, either it is a product idea, either it is a healthcare idea, whatever they have an idea, they present their idea during a poster session in the international conference. So student has opportunities to interact with the abroad professionals also and national professionals also. They will get good opportunity after that also to learn something about the what exactly going on the globally environment while participating in this particular conference. So another one is that what exactly outcome is here of the teaching? What exactly student are getting after getting the knowledge of the classroom environment, after getting the knowledge from the different teacher, what exactly outcome is here? So outcome is here in terms of product also. So student are going to fill the design patents, student are going to register for the patents also. So this is the one few of the highlights of the outcomes of the teaching. The student granted with some patents I highlighted here. So they develop different kinds of products related to the real scenario, which is not available in the globally. So they publish the patent. Some patent is granted here. This is the outcome of teaching. After getting this all kind of the outcome, so student get lot of opportunity in the abroad also, in terms of the industry also, for the in the purpose of job, in terms of purpose of the higher study. This is the outcome of the study. So one thing is very important, which one I'm going to highlight here. What exactly future trend in design education? So why people are choosing a design? What should be the future of the design education? I would say in the design field, we have to fulfill the need. So fulfill the need in terms of the affordability. First of all, affordability. We have to provide such kind of the affordable solution which can be adopted by every society. We can't compromise in terms of the quality, but we can think about the price and cost of product. So it can be affordable to all. We can't make such kind of the product which having a very high cost, but it is not affordable to all. Nobody wanted to broad your products. So affordability is the one of the need of the in case of the design education. Either you are making a product, either you are making a furniture, either you are making a user experience, whatever product is here, you have to think about how should I make a affordable product. Then availability. It's not seems like you are making a product in a globally, but it should not be available at the particular place where actual product is required. So availability is the one of the major thing is also here. Please make such a product which can be available at every scenario. Then high quality, we can't compromise the quality. So please don't compromise the quality. So whatever you are designing, your quality should be good instead of compromising the cost and price. Social needs, we have to always fulfill the social needs. Creativity is the one of the very crucial thing. Creativity require to thinking something, then your innovation come. So creativity is the one of the major future trend. If you are ability to think a creative, if you have ability to think, generate a new idea, if you have ability to generate a new kind of solution, new process, new services, then you can say that you have ability of to think like a creative. So then innovation, as I mentioned to you, if you are a creative, then you are an innovator. If you are not a creative, then you are not an innovator. So creativity, your thinking skill is here, then your automatically your innovation come into the picture. Then entrepreneurship. This is another future trend in design education. So obviously, my suggestion to the every design leaders, if you are developing a product, at least in 4 years, you just start their own company to make your 1 to 2 product and try to do something of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not a doing a business. It is something you are making a novel solution, or make you are using a new kind of business models, business model to make your company more better as compared to the another one. Or you can see you are what you say making a product cheaper than the existing one. That is the entrepreneurship. Then need is here, but you are very lucky. You are in 21st century. Technology pushes here, which one help you to pull these needs. That is artificial intelligence is here. People are using chat GPT and another AI tools in the design education, also in the design field also. 3D printing is here, virtual reality is here, eye tracking is here, computer aided design is here. This is the pushes which help you to pull the needs. That is a very important, what you say, important thing which one require in this 20th century. You have to take this skill in your mind also. You have to learn this skill which will help you to pull the needs which one I show to you in my slide. So another one trend is here, blended learning. Blended learning is a very important pedagogy which is required in the design education. Pedagogy using artificial intelligence, as I mentioned to you. Natural language processing is here. Metaverse for design education is here. Metaverse, what is the metaverse? You are wanted to see a virtual environment. So virtual reality is here, augmented reality is here, virtual mixed reality is here, extended reality is here. This is a future trend in design education. See yourself in the curriculum. That is a very important thing. If you don't engage yourself in the curriculum, you can't get something. If you are seeing yourself, you are seeing, I am perfect in this. I am seeing myself in this. I am motivated in this curriculum by seeing this curriculum. That is a very important. Challenge-based learning is here. You have to solve the grand challenges. So please try to adopt the grand challenges. Challenge-based learning is also a new kind of future trend in design education. Entrepreneurial education, as I mentioned to you, you have to think like an entrepreneur also, because ultimately you have to sell your product into the market. So another one, pedagogy of care in digitally medicated setting. Rational pedagogy is here. Multimodal pedagogy is here. Socially engaged project is here. That is a very important. Socially engaged engage project. If you are not engaging yourself with the social, you can't solve the problem, because you are thinking you are on from your own only your mind, but you're not trying to actually understand the problem of the society. You need to engage yourself with the socially, then you are able to solve the problem actually in a actual way. Gamification. If people are bored, if we are giving a lecture only, people are trying to they're thinking they are bored in the lecture environment. Okay, they are bored, they are seems like why I am learning a lecture. So gamification is the one of the tool is also here, which is adopted by the design educator to motivate the student and making some fun activity in the classroom activity to make the student engaged in the classroom environment. That is a another future trend in the design education. Another thing, I wanted to highlight some achievement of the school. After getting the study from the LPU, the student is selected from the higher study also. One is also here in this presentation also, that in Milam Shah, she's selected in Kent State University. One student in Johns Hopkins University. Recently, two of students is selected in TU Delft, and one is in Singapore University of Technology and Design for the higher study, for the masters in the field of design only. Either it's the product design, either it's the interior design, either it is the user experience design. So placement, I would to highlight, due to the time constraint, I'm only highlight the few of the things which is crucial. So placement is here. From the product design student Mohammed bin, they are getting a package of 19.5 lakh in Abu Dhabi, and another Jakshi from IFD, they are getting a good package in the company, and that is 3.5 lakh. Another one, Midun Surya, is also here. They are getting good package in the UX UI company, that is 6 lakh. So lot of opportunities here. Only thing is that if you have a encourage, if you have a ability to learn something, if you have ability to take challenge, then you are able to do everything. So this is some few of the highlight. So at the end of my slide, I wanted to highlight very important slide. Maybe you have to keep this thing in your career, what do you say, in your life also. How to succeed in the life? I would say, if you are a, first of all, you have to do a hard work. Then your luck play a vital role. Then your blessing. So this is the three things. If you have these three things, nobody beat you. So first of all, your duty is to do a hard work. Then your luck play a vital role. Then blessing. So blessing is your from your parents, from your mentor, from your grandparents. If you have a blessing also, you can't, and nobody beat you. So I would say, so hard work, luck, blessing, please consider these three things in your mind. You always succeed in your life. So another thing, right mentor can pull you up. If you choose a right mentor, if you are what do you say, listen to the right member, whatever he or she saying to you, he or she definitely help you to pull you up. So please think about it. Right mentor can pull you up. Another thing at the last, I would say, always be smile, be patient. Everything come when your time is come. So please be patient. So everything come from the right time. Your duty is to do hard work, then your luck play, then your blessing play. So thank you very much. This is about our today lecture, Design for Innovation. I hope you enjoy the lecture. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamal Preet and Ms. Milam Shah. So it was wonderful watching you talking on innovation by design in depth. So I would request to the admission nominee, Mr. Rishabh Sharma, to be on the screen. Over to you, Mr. Rishabh. Sir, you are not audible, Mr. Rishabh. You're not audible. You are not audible, sir. Okay, can you please check your mic and everything? We'll take the question. No, you're not audible.
Just give me a second in
Yes,
that
you're
case.
audible now. You can continue.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
audible.
Okay. Right. Right. So, really sorry. I think there was some technical glitch.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to students about the eligibility placement of the eligibility and infrastructure part, approvals, accreditation part. So I hope my screen is visible.
Your screen is visible, Mr. Sharma. You can continue.
Right. So without taking much of time, let's start. I'll give you a glimpse of each and everything. To start with, it gives me immense pleasure to inform and share with you all. Just give me a second. Yeah. That LPU is now NAC grade A++ university with 3.68 score on 4-point scale. It is highest score in first cycle of accreditation among all government and private universities. If we talk about approvals, we also have ICAR, NCTE, and Council of Architecture, Pharmacy Council of India, Bar Council of India. List is long. You can have a look. Yes, if we talk about membership, we are member of Association of Indian Universities. We are also member of International Association of Universities. If we talk about rankings, Times Higher Education World University Ranking 2023, we have been ranked 23rd. If we talk about World Universities with Real Impact Ranking, we have been ranked second. If we talk about Atal ranking of innovation, uh, Atal ranking of institution on innovation achievements, we have been ranked third. If we talk about extracurricular activities, LPU creates history. 12 out of 13 LPU students won Olympic medal in all three categories: gold, silver, and bronze. We are champions of 37th University Youth Festival under the aegis of Association of Indian Universities, New Delhi. Our students excelled in all the departments, whether possession, theatre, fine art, dance, literary, music. Uh, our student also won first runner-up for Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy 2023, which was annually awarded by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports Government of India. Our students also shined at 19th Asian Games, Abhishek Gold Medal Archery. If we talk about the exposure, LPU successfully hosted 106th Indian Science Congress, which was inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, His Holiness Dalai Lama at LPU campus. Two former presidents in single frame, then President of Afghanistan, Mr. Hamid Karzai, alongside then President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, alongside our worthy Chancellor, Sir Dr. Ashok Kumar Mittal, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, then Finance Minister of India, Shri Arun Jaitley ji, Venkaiah Naidu ji, Gauhar Gopal Das ji. Many celebrity and sport personalities keep on visiting lovely professional university from time to time. So I think I don't need not to name them. We have added few of the slides. We also hold one Guinness Book of Record for official attempt for highest number of people doing Bhangra at a single venue. State of art infrastructure, Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium with sitting capacity of more than 2,500 people. Mac labs are there, library is there, Uni Mall. You can get all your essential and basic needs fulfilled, and gymnasium is there, bowling area is there. We also have 50-bedded hospital within university campus. Lush green aerial view of lovely professional university, lush green campus, clean and green campus, night view of lovely professional university. We also have indoor sports facilities available. So badminton is there, shooting range is there, basketball, volleyball, squash, competitive sports. We also have Olympic size swimming pool outside view of our uh, indoor sports facility. And we also offer study grant as you are design student, design aspirant. I would like to share with you all that LP Nest is compulsory as it is part of eligibility to take admission into any design program. So now, what is LPNest? LPNest is Lovely Professional University's national entrance and scholarship test. On the basis of this test, first it gives you eligibility. Second, it is part of it gives you scholarship. Third is study grant. If you have given LPNest for UG design and you are among top 100 of Alpinist UG design test, and you got yourself admitted into any of the NID, IIT, IDC, DOD, IIT, DM, NIP, in that case, you will be eligible for 1 lakh rupees one-time study grant, which LPU will give you to study over there. So now let's go live and discuss that how you can actually check about all these details. Just give me a second. So our website address is www.lpu.in. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it's
So
visible.
all you have to do is you need to go to admissions. I'm repeating the website address with you, www.lpu.in. Once we go to admission, we need to click here. When we click on after 12 programs, number of disciplines open up. So today we are talking about design programs and interior design basically. So let's click here. So under this we have two programs, BSc Design Interior and Furniture. Then we have BSc Design Interior and B Design Interior and Furniture. One is 3-year program and another one is 4-year program. Let's click here. Have, as I have selected BSc. So eligibility says you need minimum 50% marks in 10 plus 2 with English as subject, and you need to qualify Alpinist or CUET or UC or undergraduate NIT, that prelims or undergraduate NIFT or NIFT EF. So any of this exam you need to qualify. I hope eligibility is clear to you. If we talk about the fee structure for this particular program, fee structure is 1,20,000 per semester. But yes, there are scholarships as well. You three slabs are there. You can get scholarship on the basis of your LPNest exam, on the basis of your percentage in 12th. You can get scholarship if you have given can get scholarship if you have given UC, NIT, that NIFT, NIFT B. So you can get up to 33,600 scholarship for this program, and there are other scholarships as well. So financial aid scholarships are also there. Need-based scholarship is there. If you are board of defense personnel, in that case also scholarship is there. Financial aid to orphans, financial aid to person with certain disability. If we talk about important dates, please note that entrance exam dates are 6th May to 3rd of June, and last date of submission of LPNest application is 31st of May, and the last date to book exam slot is 3 days before the conduct of exam. Let's say today is 27th, you want to give exam on 30th, so you need to book your LPNest application and book your exam slot by today itself. So last date of admission is within 7 days after the declaration of result, subject to last date, that is 5th of June. Please keep this in mind. Subject to last date, that is 5th of June. So now how actually you can apply for LPNS? Next comes to mind that how we can actually apply. So simply you can click here on apply now. Otherwise I'm sharing with you the direct link, that is admission.lpu.in. Admission.lpu.in. So here you need to register yourself with your journal detail. Once you fill this detail, you will get all your credentials through email and SMS, and you can log in into your account and you can book your LPNS. What is the fee for LPNS? Fees for LPNS is 1,000 for male applicant and 500 for female applicant if you apply without hard copy of the LPNS kit. So now, if you want to chat with us through on WhatsApp with our counselor, So please note, you can simply click here. On the right hand side, there is a tab. You just simply click here, or you can note our number, that is 9852569000. If you want to connect with our video counselors, you simply click here, and through Zoom meeting, you can connect with our live video counselors. If you want to connect with our tele counselors, simply you can call us at 01824 404 404. That is our uh, landline number. So if you want to get counseling telephonically or want to clear your doubts, you can simply dial us at 01824 404 404. So, ma'am, I hope I have shared all the important information. Thank you so much, Dilwinder ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rishabh Sharma, Mr. Rishabh. So can we take questions, Mr. Kamalpreet and Mr. Melam?
Yes, sure.
Sure. Thanks for giving me address your questions. And now let's start with the Mega's question. Mega is asking here, how does design thinking contribute to effective innovation?
Okay, so design thinking is a iterative process. Okay, so basically this is a design process. We start with the empathize, then we are defining, then we are ideating, then we are prototyping, and then testing. So basically this is a iterative journey. So we start with the empathizing with the user only. We're trying to understand the problem of the user. Then in case of the defining, we are trying to understand the root cause of the problem. What exactly the root of the problem, which one shared by the users. Then we are making some idea. As I mentioned to you, idea is only possible if you are creative. You have to think creatively. So we have to solve this particular idea. We can make different kind of ideas, and after that we do something a brainstorming sessions to understand which idea is good one, which can really solve the root cause of the problem. Then we are making a prototype. Then that may be a alpha. Firstly, we are making alpha 1 prototype. Then we are testing this prototype with the users who is going to use this particular product. Then after getting the feedbacks, again, we are doing an iterative journey to improve this particular product again and again. Then we can go for the beta 1 prototype, then gamma 1 prototype. Then accordingly, after getting all the feedback, after our satisfaction about the users related to the product, then we are going to make an actual one product.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamal Preet. So Gagan Preet is asking here, what are the key principles of innovation by design?
Can you please repeat?
Yeah, I'm repeating. What are the key principles of innovation by design?
Okay, key point is that, as I mentioned to you, you have to understand, first of all, the market. If there is a requirement of change in the market related to the product, suppose something like that, I will give you the example here. Okay, there is a one, mobile phone is here. Okay, and you can take the example of the Nokia mobile phone. So Nokia doesn't try to understand the audience of the in this 20th century. They are collaborate with the Microsoft, and then after that they launch a Windows phone, but they don't did that kind of innovation which is actually required. But actual requirement is that the Android one, but they are goes to the Windows one. Then the product is fail into the market. Then in 2018, Nokia realized that there is a need to incorporate the Android phone into it, but the time is lost. At that time, lot of competitors come into the picture, lot of mobile brand is coming into the picture. So first of all, innovation is, you have to do innovation on the right time. When is it required and what kind of innovation is required? It is only obviously possible if you read the market properly. That is the most important key point of innovation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamal Preet and Ms. Millam. I hope all the participants got the answers from our experts. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding your admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit a website that is lpu.in or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you. Sure.